The next teaser for the 10th anniversary is here, and the theme seems to be shaping up. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the recent teaser that was released earlier today, going over some upcoming things with the 10th anniversary. This trailer just kind of overviewed all of the warm-up missions, right? The missions we've been doing to collect the coins, and kind of go over everything that was released from the 7th anniversary up onto the 9th, ending with a special little reveal. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that little reveal and talk about what it means for the possibility of the theme of the anniversary. After all, we are expecting the anniversary to start around the 28th, and it is currently the 6th as of me recording this video, so we got about 22 days till the start of the anniversary. So let's go ahead, let's jump on in, and let's take a look here. So we're not going to watch the full trailer because I'm sure many of you guys have seen it by now, but it just kind of goes over everything that was released during the 7th year, during the 8th year, and during the 9th year of Dokkan Battle, ending all the way up with the countdown to everything released so far, and then the free-to-play login card for the 10th anniversary. So upon login on the first day of the anniversary, you will receive a couple copies of this card, and throughout missions throughout the anniversary, you'll be able to level up his super attack and rainbow this character. Now, usually this character is never anything more than an SSR. However, last year, the login Gogeta actually was a TUR and got an EZA. So we may see the same thing again this year, or maybe even possibly to take it a step up from last year, since it is the 10th anniversary. This guy could awaken into an LR. I doubt it, but, you know, either way, he is what we're getting for login. And what you'll notice is here, compared to previous login cards, there's nothing representative of the number 10. Almost always there's like the number 9 or somehow, or the number 8, like what was Shenron, or number 7 holding, you know, all 7 Dragon Balls, or holding the 6-star ball. Like, it was always something like that, right, to identify the numbers. Nothing is that here. The closest thing I can come up with that I've seen people say is that he's got 10 fingers here, and this might actually be the thing, right? And specifically because here Goku is doing the Kamehameha. Now, I think that is important because I think that is indicative of the theme. A lot of people are taking this login card to mean that the theme of the anniversary is Kamehameha. And this would kind of make sense, right? If you think back to the previous year, Gogeta, the theme was superheroes, right? Superheroes slash movie heroes. So this would make sense with Gogeta from last year. The year prior, Goku was doing the Spirit Bomb. The theme was the Spirit Bomb. The year prior was the 7th year was the cooperation between rivals, between Goku and Vegeta, and the card was Goku and Vegeta. It kind of makes sense. So Kamehameha could definitely be a theme here, right? For the upcoming anniversary. And this does kind of make sense with something that I talked about before, and that, right, with this upcoming 10th anniversary, right, we know that the 7-year LRs, the Super Saiyan 4s, and Super Saiyan Gods are getting their EZA, and their sub-lead, their 30% lead, was actually Kamehameha. So honestly, this probably makes the most sense as being the theme. We'll know for certain, you know, once the people attend the Dokkan fan meetup. We'll probably get a more solid foundation on what this theme could be. But I would say that this is pretty telling based on the past 3 years. But who's to say? My only gripe about the idea of a Kamehameha anniversary is while there are some good options, right, to release as a character specifically, right, like if we look at the characters specifically, right, that could be using the Kamehameha, right, there's so many different variations of the Kamehameha, right, I doubt we're going to get a one-handed Kamehameha, but there's the angry Kamehameha, right, Super Saiyan Goku, we could get a brand new Super Saiyan Goku from Planet Namek Saga. We could get a, where is it? A new father-son Kamehameha, right, with Goku and Gohan. We could get, you know, any variation, right? The 10 times Kamehameha from Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I mean, we could even get variations from the fusions, right? Like Big Bang Kamehameha from a Vegito or Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We could also get something like the, where is it here? We're gonna find it here. These are all stuff we're not gonna see from other areas, but we could also see like Final Kamehameha, right, from a Vegito Blue, or I doubt we're going to get anything from Blue Gogeta, so we could see a Super Kamehameha from a Super Gogeta, right? I mean, there's a good chance the original Year 1s could Easy A during this celebration, or Super Easy A rather, right? The Gogeta, so that would kind of work. And, you know, Kamehameha and Majin Buu Saga have been getting pretty buffed up lately, so, I mean, it's not out of the question, and it would make sense given this teaser here. My only gripe is that in terms of relative Easy A's, there's not really a whole lot they can go with, right? In terms of what could Easy A during the celebration. It's pretty much the only options are, if they go through with it, right? The Namek Goku, who next to him would be the full power Frieza. They could both Easy A during this celebration. And that's pretty much it for LR Easy A's, right? Everybody else has already either received their Easy A or is too soon to Easy A. As far as TURs go, there is almost no TURs that could be in line for an Easy A, except maybe Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, so that would mean it would have to span, right? If the theme is Kamehameha and one of the units is a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, this dude could definitely Easy A. We could also see, I think that's pretty much it, in terms of characters who could Easy A. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is pretty much the only one that has an Easy A here, aside from these other units who are probably too soon to get it. Maybe Kaioken Goku and Great Ape Vegeta could Easy A during the countdown celebration, since this is one of the big Kamehameha moments. I could see that, but I still feel like it may be a bit too soon for anyone post 7th anniversary to be seen in Easy A. So I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out there. But this is also why I think the other side of this, it may not necessarily be Kamehameha. And I would just want to throw this out there, right? Because, right, this card here is very reminiscent of another card that we've had before, right? It actually looks a lot like this, the Saiyan Among Us Goku, who is a low-class warrior in Planet Namek Saga Goku, which is interesting that he's on Planet Namek Saga here, because he is on low-class warrior. All Gokus all Gokus that we have currently in game post Saiyan Saga are no longer on low-class warrior, although we don't have many pre-Super Saiyan Gokus, to be fair, but almost all Gokus are on that category. But what's interesting is that this Goku, which is the same art, which is also similar to this new art, is from Legends, and he is actually on the Saiyan Saga, which would make sense, right? If this Goku and these Goku are all one and the same, them being on Saiyan Saga would make sense. And then this Goku being on Low Class Warrior, again, it makes sense. So it could be that the theme is still what I said initially, which is Dragon Ball Z. So this is our representation. This would be our representation of Saiyan Saga. Hard to tell because you can't really see his gi there. We would know for certain if we could see the master symbol on the gi. If it's the King Kai symbol, then we know it's Saiyan Saga Goku. But it's hard to tell. You can't really see anything here, so it could mean nothing. But I do think Z could be more appropriate, just because, right, if you just go with a general Z Heroes theme, you can sort of tap into the main draw of Z, which is Super Saiyans, as well as a few other categories. It still gives you access to things like, you know, the Super Saiyan Goku and Full Power Frieza. It also gives us access to other, you know, hype moments from the series, which I think could be what it is. More so than Kamehameha, but we'll know for certain in a few days. I would say that by the 18th, when the Dokkan fan meetup is probably when we'll have a more concrete answer onto what the theme is. All of this is just pure speculation. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know, what do you think this login Goku means? Do you think this is indicative of a Kamehameha theme, or are you still on the boat with me thinking this could possibly mean a more Z Heroes theme? I'm kind of leaning towards that. Kamehameha creates very limited options unless we want to dab into the fusions, which I'm not necessarily against, but Z definitely opens us up a little bit more. Either way, both options do sound like a lot of fun, and I'm interested to see what they come up with. But let us know in the comments down below what you're thinking. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.